What's going on, guys? This is Fast Derek here in the Everett 328 production studios for Moto number 19 of the MotOHIO show here on May 26th, 2020. Glad to be here in the studio for Moto number 19. A lot of things have happened since last week, but joining us here in the studio this week is the one and only Grip It Rip It, Kevin Ott. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, thanks, Derek. Not too much, my man. We are running a little bit behind tonight, but you know what? I think we're right on schedule.
Yeah, needless
the MotOHIO shows no.
We're committed to being on the air at 6:30 every evening, and I'm sorry for the slight delay this evening, but we are here live in the Everett 328 production studios for Moto number 19 of the MotOHIO show, brought to you by the folks at the Ohio MX PitBike Riders and ANY Performance for helping us out, as well as Pro Action Northern Ohio and Action Extreme Sports. We've got a lot of things to talk about this week, but first and foremost, I do want to make a quick announcement. We are going to be getting the MotOHIO show back to normal. Finally, after this whole COVID-19 crisis, we're going to get the MotOHIO show back to normal for you guys. Let me turn up the background music. There we go. And if you guys are familiar with the normal MotOHIO show format, we have a studio guest in here every week. We have me and Kevin,
usually every week.
Usually every
week, correct. We get a Moto mom, we get a Moto dad, we'll grab a mechanic, we'll grab a rider, anybody that we fit. Anybody that's gonna, that's gonna have some knowledge about the Moto that's going on around us.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Somebody that is a staple in the local moto industry, if not a staple in the national moto industry you typically have here in the studio. We've had some notable young amateurs here in the studio, and we've also had some local motocross business owners such as Jeff Ricker with Action Extreme Sports down there in New Philadelphia. He's been here in the studios. Sweet. And we've had Clay Elliott with
Driven MX.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's been here in the studio. He's also representative of
True MX.
The True MX and the Clearly company. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. But he's a local staple in the motocross community, and Moto Option.
Moto Option, that's right.
Yeah.
Everything's Moto. It's hard to have the next word right.
So we are going to be having a guest in the studio next week. We are going to be holding off on announcing who that guest is. I know who it is. Kevin knows who it is.
It's right down right here, but I'm not saying it.
Yeah, we know who it is, and needless to say, this guy has one hell of a story to tell. So
one hell of a speed check too, man.
He's quick.
Oh boy,
he's good. So make sure you guys tune in next week for Moto number 20 of the MotOHIO show here in 2020. So it'd be the big 20s next week.
Big 20s.
But kicking things off.
2020.
Kicking things off this week, we're just going to recap a little bit about what happened last week. A lot of announcements were made early last week, if not the end of the previous week, about the 2020 Loretta Lynn's Amateur National Campaign. And we are on that super regional format, as Tim Cotter announced earlier this year.
Right.
And so we are not going to be having any qualifiers. Hopefully it's not going to be a super Loretta's format. It's going to be that super regional format, as he mentioned earlier this year. And we're going to be having a couple of those regionals popping up in just a couple of weeks. The first one that we're going to be talking about is High Point. High Point is going to be racing on June 6th and 7th. That's the one closest to home.
Morris, Pennsylvania.
Yes. I have personally never ridden there.
What?
No, I have not.
I made a race, man.
Did you?
I made it.
There you go. Attaboy.
It's a beach, bro. Well, it had the big downhill section. And you get a hook at the bottom and come right back up. It was only 85 pounds.
The track is so much different now.
All right, but it still gets that gnarly broke down. Like when you was going down that hill, what I was doing was
the dirt don't change.
Skipping down them big braking bumps. Like I always was able to go downhill fast. And then obviously I was so light I come back up pretty quick too. So it helped me out.
I would really enjoy
Chris
riding.
McCann was there. 517 on Suzuki RM80. He was a beast too.
I'd really enjoy riding out there sometimes, so I need to at some point in time.
I just had like a practice not too long ago, and I heard some people complaining and stuff like that about the track, and they were like, oh, they didn't prep it and this and that, because when they got there, they hadn't tilled it yet. But like, just because there's some grass stuff out there, they'll just till that stuff under, dude, and it'll just break right down. We're ready to go.
Awesome. Be great lines then.
But that's, it was just, I kind of looked up to people who were saying something. I was like, oh, I get it. That's why. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you ride in your t-shirt. Okay. Well, that's probably why you're upset. I understand.
We're going to be racing super regional format races coming up in a couple of weeks. The first super regional format race in our area is going to be the amateur regional, like we were saying, at High Point on June 5th and 6th. Also, here in the Northeast region, we're going to have our vet regional on the following weekend, June 12th and 12th through the 14th. at Pleasure Valley over in Pennsylvania. And our youth regional is going to be down there at Tomahawk in Hedgesville, West Virginia on the final weekend in June.
That's a place I want to get to.
That's the place I also want to get to as well.
Now, PBR, that vet championship right there, that vet regional, that's going to be gangster.
That's going to be one of the
If you guys have
awesome
the chance
race.
to even just get there and participate, and even just, I should just say, spectate that, you're going to have some cats there.
Oh yeah, because not only do they have the Open Pro Sport, they got the 250 Pro Sport, the plus 25 class, the plus 30 class.
There's going to be some cats.
A lot of these plus 30 and plus 25 guys are going to cross back over into
You're gonna
those
really
A
find
classes.
a couple of your big name heavy hitter guys from back in the day that's wanting to try to go down Loretta's and hang out. They're going to be at Pleasure Valley.
Plus 25 is going to be the third A class.
Oh, it's cream of the crop, bro.
Because they're going to have pro riders, retired
Vet
pro
30
riders.
will be the fourth. I'll promise you, because like
You're going to
you
have
get,
retired pro riders in there too.
Right, because I was just watching, like, you know what I mean, like Jason Henninger and stuff at Lincoln Trail saying how many riders there were, and he's struggling to get thirds and fourths. That'd be like PVR again, like what? Dude's lightning fast, you know. So I'm already looking forward to it. I might just go over and check it out.
I apologize for me yawning a little bit. I started working outside again today and
sprained his ankle yesterday.
And,
so
I got hurt the day
He's
before,
down,
and I rode 2 days straight, and the heat sucked it out of me. So
I like it though. I like to hear that 2 days straight road, all that good stuff.
that 250,
Needs it.
That 252 stroke.
It
I'm
sounds
so
amazing.
stoked now that I'm actually riding
The
again.
252
and
stroke
I'm
is
happy.
cranking correctly.
It sounds
really
great. Rides great. Everything is awesome.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about that in a later show when we don't have anything else to talk
But
about.
back to it, right before,
Yep.
you know what I mean, we got a little sidetrack like we usually do. Jeff Cernick has kind of taken in that PVR under his wing, so that, like I said, that pro class, that you know, the plus 25, plus 30, that super regional, I'm not just trying to say because it's PVR and it's close, it's going to be a sweet one.
It's
and you
gonna
got
be
the
awesome.
overbridge, you get to walk over it, and they come right under you as a whole shot. It's a pretty sweet place, man. It's
I
got some
really
nice
want to get
jumps
out
on
there
it.
as well.
Because
I've
the
never
pros
been.
do a whole different line than some of the other, like, I mean, younger riders, you know, because they're
I
jumping
wonder-
things that is sketchy.
I wonder for the vet regional if they're gonna, or vet super regional, if they're gonna implement the full racetrack for the full class
I
structure.
bet because there's not that many classes,
There's only a handful.
and I'm guaranteeing we're going over the hill after the rollers. You're just raking down over that hill, and you're going to do the whole key thing, like McConnell knows him. If J Mac's watching, he knows what I'm talking about, and that's
I would-
where you will shine. Like I would be good there because they're going
Wow.
down that hill.
I
I'm
apologize.
fast. I love going down those hills with those big bumps.
I would really
I'm very
enjoy
fast
riding
at
out
that.
there.
I'm very good at that.
A couple of more youth regional, or a couple of more regional, super regionals in the, you know, relative area.
Right.
Also racing June 5th and 7th is going to be Aona Pass down in Washington, Georgia. That's going to be the vet regional. So
For
there,
them down there, yep.
so there's a chance that you can cross over and hit multiple super regionals.
Right. I mean, look at your youth regional right down there, Muddy Creek.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's just Blount'ville, Tennessee. Am I saying that
Blount'ville,
right?
Tennessee.
That's what I thought. I've been
The
there.
youth
I've
regional.
raced there. You know what I mean? I think I raced a qualifier there. Real red dirt. Track gets real good. National style caliber track.
I've
big
heard that.
jumps.
I really would like to go down there and enjoy that
Big
place
wide
as well.
motocross track, really marked out, really like it's just been there forever. It's very known, you know what I mean? Like you stop even close to it. How do you get there? Bam, y'all down there. Yeah, it's great.
A couple of more super regionals within the, you know, relative area is going to be on June 14th and June 12th through the 14th, excuse me, at Baja in Millington, Michigan. They're also going to be having the following weekend a race at Ironman for the amateurs in Crawfordsville, Indiana on June 19th through the 21st. That'd be a cool one.
I want to go to Ironman one time. Maybe,
and-
I mean, obviously for that, but I just have to go check the track.
And then wrapping up the Mid-East Super Regionals, we're going to be June 26th to the 28th at Wildcat Creek in Rossville, Indiana. So
I believe with Redbud holding the first coming back national, that they just was like, you know what, we better just hold off on having any kind of regionals here.
Reckner says you need to get a mountain bike, you downhill bomber, you.
I am a downhill bomber, Reckner. Go get a 4-stroke.
That would be a blast.
Psych! Look,
Side
he said
note.
he bought I just bought it. I'm like, get out of here. He posts that 300 2-stroke and 2-stroke motocross every day. I would too, it's
Little
sick.
side note, if you and I both had, you know, a legit downhill mountain bike, wouldn't it be an absolute blast to go to a ski resort in the middle of the summertime and
I
ride
think
those
so.
slopes downhill?
I don't see why.
You just ride, you just carry your bike up to the hill,
Yeah.
and you get off and you ride your bike down the hill.
I mean, I'd ride for the most of it. I
would
could,
ride.
but I'm sure there's some mountains over there that have just some switchback regular trails that would just be a blast to come blasting down. You know, it would be great.
I would enjoy that as
I was
well.
always good at just hanging off the back of my bike and just letting myself float down through there and going a little bit too fast to the rut. just hoping that the rut would take. And it always...
Once you can ride two
It didn't
wheels...
always, but it most of the time did.
Once you get comfortable riding two wheels, you can ride two wheels.
I unicycle most. It's the best way, you know what I mean? It's very much easier if you only have one wheel touching the ground.
In the old Area 330, speaking of that, Reckner, I remember that track. That track was incredible.
It was very nice.
But yeah, we're just kind of, working through the show here. That pretty much wraps up with everything that I really want to touch with for Loretta Lynn's. There's
Good luck to everyone that's already signed up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Be prepared. Try to be patient and be on point, because I'm going to tell you right now, if your class is coming up or something, you better get up there to staging, because there's just going to be lines and there's going to be people everywhere. There's going to be people not knowing. You missed your gate drop, and that's just a lot of money wasted. You'd be devastated and all that. So
make sure your bikes are ready to go.
absolutely.
Make sure everything
Take
is
extra stuff.
all
Make
checked.
sure it's ready. It's a super regional. You need to be super prepared.
Yep.
Yeah.
And next thing we want to segue into this week, Supercross. We are all wanting to see some pro riders on the track, and this weekend we finally get to see it happen.
Yeah, buddy.
We're going to be seeing the Supercross riders back in action this Sunday for the next round of the Supercross series. I'm not really sure which round it is off the top of my head, but we are going to be racing in Salt Lake City for 250s and 450s. It'll be a 250 East Coast race. I believe the first 3 races back there in Salt Lake City, the Sunday, Wednesday, and following Sunday, I believe, are all going to be 250.
It's gonna be so cool. Like I know,
East
like
Coast
some
races.
people are upset, but when I
In
go home
addition to
Wednesday
450s.
evening from work to watch a Supercross,
That'd be
race,
awesome.
I'm pumped.
Something more to talk about during the work day.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm pumped.
Who do you think that anybody, after having some time off, has an advantage, or do you think that anybody may have tucked a front tire and got a little injury that they've been keeping under the radar? Anything?
I say we still see the same momentum swing. You know what I mean, with K-Rock and ET3 up there battling. Cooper Webb always being a factor.
I agree.
Because I believe this Swift, like this coronavirus, or whatever you want to call it, it hit us all and it made us all feel the same.
Yeah.
Made us all feel real weird. You know what I mean? And I don't know that it made any rider, like, I could almost see maybe some dudes like Blake Baggett's and stuff maybe doing better, because they isolate themselves anyway, so they didn't feel it. I think just from his persona and the way he does his videos, I never see Blake Baggett.
What do you think of Mooscan?
He'll be for the Supercross? Is he racing the Supercross? Is he going to come back in and try to hurt himself maybe? I see him maybe doing a few races and not caring, just going out there and flowing with the motorcycle.
Just getting back into the swing of things and
Right.
getting some gate drops.
For the motocross season, because he knows he's so out of the points now, there's no sense in trying to go out there and maybe re-injuring something and not even having a chance at the motocross title.
Do you believe
He wants one of those too.
Do you believe that he is going to be, playing a factor in old school motocross, let Brock by and trying to sabotage somebody else's season?
See, he's been right here for so long, just staying straight. He's only got one way to go. You're getting a little bit older. You know what I mean? You're already a smaller guy. I'm just saying, man, you better get it done quick, because he's my age, or he's 3 years younger than me, I think.
Mooscan?
30, 31.
He's probably my age.
I think he's 30 or 31, so you're getting there, man. You better attack it while it's going, because you got Jet Lawrence's and stuff coming. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck, dude. I mean, these kids are
Those
fine.
guys are rockets.
But Deegan, like I was just saying, little Deegan boy was laying down his lap times as fast as his dad on the 450.
Hayden and Brian
He
Deegan
stole
are the
his
same
dad's
time.
bike, and he laid lap times down that his dad does. And from what I hear, Brian ain't no joke. A personal friend says that Brian's fast, So I was like, that's amazing, So that's sweet.
I also agree, Steve. Jason Anderson, he is a sleeper. I believe we're going to see him as a factor, just as much as a factor as we would see Cooper Webb. I don't believe that they're
I
going
put those two in the same little basket, you know what I mean? Because they just strike like a snake, and then they're on fire, and then
I want to say that Justin Barcia is there in the first 2/3 of the race.
He might win this one because it seems like it's another opener. He's an
You're
opener.
right.
He's an opening winner. When it's been a long time, he got them starts on lock and he checks out from everybody.
I'm going to hold you to that, Kevin.
Pretty much Barcia should win this because it's almost like another opener. He's won both Supercross openers in a row.
The past 2 years. Yeah.
That's what he does. He comes off the brakes swinging. Dude.
I don't think you're going to be wrong, man. Justin Barcia flying
He's
under
fast,
the radar,
too.
super fast. he's like the season opener champ, and with 2 months off of racing, you exactly hit on the head there, Kev.
It's just like another season opener. The nerves are all there. I believe the nerves are even more. The points chase is 3 points separating these guys. 3.
So it's going to be...
Tomac's got a 3-point lead over Roxon. Right?
It is going to be a battle of consistency.
The way he got that 3 points was they both had the red plates at Daytona, and then they went on a high, you know what I mean? Then we went on this break right after that race.
Yep.
You know, and Ken what did he get, second?
He was behind
First,
Tomac.
second, bam, bam. You know what I mean? So wop. So he's like, dude, I'm not out of this. You know, so they're going to be swinging. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited.
I'm right with you. I believe that Tomac,
Nicholas got a deal there with Mookie. Malcolm's always a swinger, dude. He's always there. There's like, we could do this all night because that 450 class stacked. You go right Martin Davlos on his little privateer KTM might sneak up in the top 5. You know, Ty Bowers will be around there, or this or that.
Top 7, you know.
Everybody's always just Chad Reed. Don't ever count him out. Top 10 rider. You know, Derek might be there.
Where's the dice? Where's the dice?
Right, we'll figure out who's going to win this weekend. You know, that's how it's been. You know, I mean, now you got your strong guys.
There are so many people with just something to prove. And I think that Malcolm Stewart, he's got something to prove. I think Justin Barcia's got something to prove.
With his brother doing all that stuff, he wants to do
Tomac's got something to prove.
He's sick of not winning a Supercross title, dude.
This is one title that he doesn't have. He's got 2 motocross titles. He's got the 250 titles. He doesn't have the Supercross title.
You got the, you know what I mean? You got the plaques, and then it's just a whole bare spot. You know, there's a gap in the Supercross and they're for him. He's pissed. The SX for him is gapped.
Snapping necks and cashing checks. So we did see Cooper Webb just earlier this year in the main event of I forget which race that was, but
dude, it was insane. Some of them crashes just make me cringe when I'm at home.
Needless to say,
when I see things fold the opposite direction, I'm like, man.
Needless to say, I am glad we do not work on Sundays because I will be at the track in the morning and watching Supercross in the evening. That's just the way it should be.
That's going to be a fantastic little event as well, man. It's going to be really nice. But like I said, this 450 class is going to be firing. Dylan Ferrandis is fast as ever.
Yeah.
On his 250s, I mean, he was setting faster lap times than the 450s. One of the Supercross races, and people want to say, do you think he's the fastest 250 rider? I believe so. I believe he'll be your number 1 rider.
He's good.
You're going to have to bring your A game or Chase Sexton if you guys are going to try to get there, but I don't think you guys got him. You're a little too young. He's just a little bit more seasoned, and he's putting the power to the ground and using that gearbox on that.
There was one rider that I really wanted to talk about, Shane McElroy. Switching teams from the KTM team to the Yamaha team, sitting second place in points.
On the Yamaha too.
He is really good, and he has been staying very, very consistent. So I'm looking to see Shane McElroy. He'll be racing this weekend. Yeah, he's just East Coaster. So I'm really stoked to see what
he's due. You know what I mean? He's that age, and he's ready. You know what I mean? He's been in the 250 class for like since I was born. So you know he's been there. How's that going there, nursery?
Hopefully I'll be on.
Derek forgot about what an injury was on a real dirt bike. I've been pit biking in the yard.
Speaking of,
the 252 stroke said hello.
Wrapping up with talking about the Supercross races, I'm so stoked about that.
Bazinga.
So we're segueing right into who's helping us out this week. This week's show brought to you by the folks at the Ohio MX PitBike Riders. The OMPR Facebook group has been helping us out this entire year. Can't thank you got me, Meister. Can't thank you guys enough. He's got the goggle bet going on for the number of times.
You're such a nerd.
I want to thank you guys so much, the Ohio MX PitBike Riders. Make sure you guys become a member of that Facebook group. Share your membership of that group with all of your friends because Sean Lowe and Dustin Silvis, members of the PitBike Doctor and the Ohio MX PitBike Riders, are going to be giving away a brand new Pitster Pro FSC 110R. I've logged over 10 hours on that thing, and it is absolutely
it's
awesome.
Durable. We're beating on it.
We're beating on it.
So by all means, that could be you.
You
have to play to win. You have to, obviously, it's just like the lottery. So get in there. If you was to grab up one of these, you're gonna have a blast.
Yes.
Yeah.
To say the least. It is very competitive with the TTR 110s. Ashton Krause. We had a little 2-lap race in
Battlesburg.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
He got dusted. The Pitster Pro's legit.
Pitster Pro's legit.
I would line it up against the Bone Stock KLX 110.
Oh, I would too. I rode it
all day.
Yeah. I rode Beeling's CRF 110 at Battlesburg.
Okay.
Felt the same. His feels a little bit more to the ground and like a smaller bar inside.
I like the way that the statue of the Pitster is.
The
It is
Pitster's a little bit
nice,
out wider and it feels a little comfy. Yeah, but I mean, the CRF 110 got me to where I needed to go because I was just trying to get up to the top for a red.
10,000 members is what we're trying to get to the
10,000.
OMPR Facebook group. Make sure you guys become a member, share your membership, get as many people to become a member as you can, so we can give away one of those Pitster Pro FSE 110Rs.
Let's do it.
Also, want to give a huge shout out to the folks at AOI Performance. Make sure you guys mention the MotOHIO show or Everett 328 Productions to save $50 on that bike prep special to get your bike prepped for race-ready conditions for only $250.
$50 holla. I like saying it like that.
Also want to give a huge shout out Corey Schaefernocker, Smooth Speed MX. Check out his link in the description below. He is your wheel builder extraordinaire, and he can build you a legit set of wheels, to say the least. The YZ250 is fresh, and it has a set of Smooth Speed MX laced wheels. So
and it worked great.
they're great.
They're holding up good. Spokes are staying tight.
Hey, oh, they're awesome. Hey, Kev, take over with some of the sponsors. The wife's trying to give me some messages over the corner. So
I got this. So another thing, next up, Pro Action Northern Hire, Mr. Bob Harrington, always putting us together on the track. Like, I need my forks done here soon. He's already got the stuff laid out. He's like, Kev, I'm ready for you as soon as you get here.
They're good to go.
I mean, that's a race-winning suspension, I promise you.
Revalves, resprings, race setups, Pro Action Northern Ohio.
I mean, just take you the whole bike. You can pull your stuff off. He can do either way.
Yeah.
He'll be at the racetrack. Get up with him on his Facebook page and stuff. See where he's going to be at next. Next spot's your spot, man. You take over the next one right here real quick. Or, yeah, you got the next one. That's where you're at.
Just to catch back up with a couple of the Facebook comments here. Gavin Towers, happy birthday. Thank you, Travis McQueen, for mentioning that. Ott is set to he is scheduled to pick his bike up after work on Friday to break it in this weekend for racing very soon.
That's it, man. We're ready, man. We're going to still try to keep this.
It is on.
Yeah, because, I mean, I understand it's even just OMA and stuff like that, but I'm after that points championship one more time.
I'm after some gate drops.
Vet 30, I'm after it one more time.
After I get healed, I'm ready for some gate drops.
My 13-point lead needs padded. But I know I got people coming after me. Everybody seems like every time I hear somebody, they're like, oh, I'm coming for you.
Huge shout out Action Extreme Sports, KTM and Kimco dealer down there in New Philadelphia, Ohio can get you any part for any bike. Doesn't matter if it's a KTM, Husqvarna, Yamaha, Suzuki, Honda, Kawasaki. We can get you some pit bike parts too. We just matter. Bring in your old pit bike parts so we can match them up to what you guys need. That's the best way to get pit bike parts. But if you guys need anything, get a hold of Action Extreme Sports down there in New Philly. Also, if you guys need pit bike parts, OMPR. Sean Lowe, the pit bike doctor, is the pit bike guru. He is phenomenal. So
he's building tracks, riding bikes, he's testing them on the site. I mean, he's doing everything so that he can get all the bugs and the kinks worked out before the consumer grabs the bike.
So I would recommend all your pit bike questions go to the OMPR, and all your aftermarket bike parts and accessories, Action Extreme Sports. FlowVision Company has been helping us out since the start of the show. Redefine your vision, create your own flow. I've been off the microphone for a minute, man. I haven't sat down on.
It's a dirt bike ride. See, it took you away from liking, got you in a ding, 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 ding.
Redefine your vision, create your own flow. Instead of FlowVision goggles or sunglasses, get a hold of Nick out there in California, or get a hold of me, your local FlowVision representative, to get you guys hooked up with your optical needs. Also, huge shout out Ben Smith, Tardesign, going to be hooking us up with some sweet team graphics, some MotOHIO show graphics. I am so stoked to have those things on.
My numbered backgrounds
on the plastics.
What I'm liking the most.
Oh, I love the backgrounds.
I'm getting some cool numbers done this year.
Awesome. So if you have any bike graphical needs, get a hold of the folks at Tardesigns. If you need banners made, get a hold of Tardesigns. If you need vehicle wraps, vehicle decals, anything like that.
T-shirts, hoodies, you want to put your name on your hat, this guy's got you.
But if you want to get all of your t-shirt
customization,
needs to go to Defiance Lifestyles. Rob Baumgarten, the folks for
he does a good job too.
Defiance Lifestyles helping us out. Everett 328 is your discount code to save 25% off your checkout, off your purchase at DefianceLifestyles.com. So huge shout out to Rob Baumgarten, the whole Baumgarten family, for helping us out from Defiance Lifestyles. I also want to thank Woodring Detailing LLC. Reed Woodring is officially a sponsor of the MotOHIO show. If you guys have a car, motorcycle, RV, truck, whatever you guys have, and you want to make it look showroom fresh, detailed to the tilt, get a hold of Reed Woodring, Woodring's Detailing LLC.
Okay, he details vehicles. and
Yes.
stuff. Oh, cool, man. That's
If
awesome.
you want to make your thing look fresh, get a hold of Reed
He's gonna
Woodring.
do Ashley's.
Yes.
Hey, Bazinga, good job.
Yes.
Good man,
Yes.
Reed, good man. Yeah, okay.
We help those who help us out, and thank you, Woodring Detailing LLC. I will have his link in the description. Hey, Reed, what's up?
Yeah, there he is. Yeah.
He's joining in.
We appreciate it, man. Thank you for everything. Absolutely.
Yes, and just catching back up with a couple of the comments. Ott is going to have a 450cc four-stroke in his.
Yeah. And Steve,
I'm
I don't know
sorry,
how much
Steve.
the 252 stroke run.
I was
Top
working
end.
at AES, and he asked me to find him a cost on a 252-stroke top end, and then I ended up
Forgetting.
I got busy. And then
Listen to all that edit. Steve, you hearing this? Edit stuff? No. What would we like? What? I think you could run that with a gas sticks for $150.
He was asking me because I was working down there, and I was supposed to get him a quote on a top end, and I'm not working down there Monday through Friday, but I will be down there Saturday, and if I don't let you know in the meantime, Steve, I will let you know Saturday how much new top end for your 250 is going to be. Reed's Auto Detailing. Thank you. Reed's Auto Detailing.
What was you calling it?
Woodring Detailing LLC.
Yeah, something. I thought you
This
were
is
talking
make-
about. I thought you were making something. I thought it was a carpenter at first. I'm like, what's he doing to your motorcycle with wood? I was like, I wonder what he's gonna do with a 2x4 with that thing.
Reed's Auto Detailing. Thank you, buddy, for
Just
helping
me,
us
just
out.
going with the flow. You know what I mean? Just staying smooth. You know what I mean? Just keeping that from my good old host here.
Thank you guys for helping us out and supporting the MotOHIO
Appreciate
show.
everybody, man. Everything makes it go
A
right.
couple more things we want to talk about before we're wrapping the show up. We're going to be getting racing back in action.
Local racing
finally.
happening again.
The two local Ohio series, the Buckeye Series and the Ohio Motocross Association, will be kicking off their series same weekend, June 6th and 7th. The Buckeye
dates.
Series going to be racing at COCR, and the Ohio Motocross Association is going to be down at Route 62 MX on June 6th and 7th. So I am stoked for that.
Be ready. It's gonna be ready to go. Mr. Walton's been doing a lot of work down there. I see on Route 62. I haven't got a chance to go down and check it out yet, but it's gonna be a good weekend. I've never been to COCR, but I've heard a lot.
I also have
It was
not.
a District 11 AMA track at one point in time, so I know it's legit.
I am wanting to add a lot of these tracks to my schedules for the year, so I'm.
Or at least, I just want to go down and ride it.
We're gonna
if I can race it, I'll race it. If I can ride
This
it,
might be
I'll ride
one of the ones on our schedule if we do the Pima tuning,
it. Oh yeah, the Malvern, the 3-day.
the 3-day across Ohio race. So that might be
Yeah,
one
Mr.
of the.
Jack Dill's gonna be involved in that. He's excited.
That is gonna be.
We'll
that,
get him up there to all three. You know, I mean, he can just travel with us. He'll drive to Palmy, and then we'll drive him back home, and then we'll drive home. Oh, it'd be a great time. Jack, you hear us? All right, buddy. Jack knows.
Hey
You know
Travis, thank you for relaying the phone number. I was busy. I was slammed down there at the shop. There was only a couple of minutes each day where I had a chance to even pull my hair out.
what I mean? Reckner says 600 for a 300 big board.
Yeah, right? Just call it a day.
200 for.
But thank you, Travis,
yeah,
for
150,
hooking up with the
200.
phone number for Action Extreme Sports down in New Philly.
That's it.
I am super stoked to get racing back underway in just a couple
So
of weeks.
happy.
And, tracks are finally starting to open back up. And we are...
But what I can stress to everyone is let's still try to practice that social distancing. Let's
Yes.
just keep everyone happy. I understand that, it's a big controversy between the mask thing, but I don't wear one. I get it. But if you do see someone on, that's their preference. Doesn't really hurt. I
Just
don't
not-
lose any sleep at night
Don't
because
make
you
that
wore
a-
a mask over there across the field.
Why?
I don't care. I'm not gonna say anything to you. I'm not gonna make you feel any weird way about it. When I
There's-
talk to you normally, keep it pushing. I just want to stay 6 feet. Make sure DeWine don't have a moment, because I need this 6th and 7th thing to happen.
It needs to happen.
Because then my
I
races happen after that on this.
Do
Mount
believe
Vernon.
that DeWine opened up...
I'm gonna say, but he can close
He
it back
opened up
down
spectators.
too, right? Well, he can close it back down too.
He can.
He opened it up. He closed
has
it
the
back
power.
down.
He give the power. He can take the power
Michigan
away.
ain't open yet, so that's why they're saying everybody's all on the fritz. I'm just in Ohio usually if they could get, they do.
That's probably why the
I'm just letting you
Baja youth
They don't know what's going on.
regional is a week behind the rest of the youth regionals because they haven't figured Michigan out yet. So you might be
We're
onto
asking
something there,
about
Kevo.
that. I seen some people on the Facebook was talking about that. Like, what are we gonna do?
Needless to say, tracks are starting to open back up. They were open this past weekend. Jimmy down there at Route 62, he was open. We know that Battlesburg was open, and
It was lit.
It
Check
was
the Facebook.
prime.
Thank
It
you,
was
Michael Williamson, man. I really appreciate it for a little bit of seat time. I brought all the whole
Steve
exhaust
Hilton.
off his bike.
Steve Hilton's been putting the time and the effort out there at Battlesburg, and
when
it
he
is
had Chase come down and
the
help
ultimate
him, I mean,
practice
just
track.
a few little things here and there, little nips and tucks, and just putting that big booter in the back for just your bigger, more skilled riders. That's just what's the ticket. I think
There
it
is
was
something
brought
for
everything around
everybody.
It is, and you can even still do that jump and not do it, the whole way.
Right.
Just click up on the top, get right there on that inside roller, get around that turn, and get going back the other way. Or you can just, send the whole thing, and that's a great time. It's fourth gear pendulum too, Jeff.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I
dude, it was
believe it.
awesome.
And
It's cool, man. I rail the corner in fourth and just hold her to the moon, dude. See bounce the crap out of it.
tracks are starting to open back up. The best advice I can give you guys to know what tracks are open is just pay attention to social media, your Facebook pages. Pit Racer's still kind of a thing, so pay attention to all of your
I bet if I started a pit, I'd be a dude.
I'd be
a noob.
I forget what my rating is. At
I
this
might not
point in
even
time.
got up to like a mentor or something if that back in the day, but now I'll be a noob.
But just pay attention to your
Yeah.
local tracks, social media pages to know who is going to be open on the weekend, so you know where to go and have some fun. Because places are starting to open back up. We're going to start enjoying our two-wheel time with each other socially, distance, smartly, like we're supposed to do.
Just until it passes, guys. Just until, let's just follow the rules. It's just, play ball, or whatever you want to call it, and let's just keep it moving because, man, it was so good to see everybody at Battlesburg.
It was.
This past weekend. I was there both days.
It's good to see people.
Saturday, I trained with my nephews. They're looking real good. Shout out to Clay Elliott and Jason McConnell for helping them two boys, man.
It was awesome.
They're killing it, dude. Red was such an eye-opener. I was so proud of him. He rode so well. Reed right behind him, you know what I mean? But Red really slamming on that 50 and that 65, just grabbing gears. Really happy. Scotty Hanoog on Sunday. Looking real good on the 65.
There are a lot.
Scotty riding really well, and that's all thanks probably to that Driven MX, man.
There's a lot of local youth riders that are coming through the ranks right now, and they've been putting the time in at their private tracks off.
See, that's what the Driven MX helped too.
Off season.
Is because there wasn't that many guys, so they still get to have a couple trainings during this downtime.
Yep.
So it gave the kids some place to ride at, and not only just ride, but at like a professional event. You got, if it's J Mac and Clay Elliott, the two guys are there teaching you, you're in pretty good company.
You should listen.
Oh yeah, might want to put your toes in. You know what I mean? Get you on the balls of your feet. And I was just very impressed with how well the boys are doing.
I do believe
Something's working.
Greer's, Travis, thanks. There was a couple other tracks that were open this past weekend as well. Greer's down there.
Greer's Huffman Hills.
Yep.
He hauled a bunch of dirt in, man. He looks like he's starting to get grooved up because he was listening to everybody's comments about how hard packed it gets and dusty. He's been doing nothing but haul topsoil on that track. He's got it looking real nice.
You've got a pretty good announcement you want to make. I'm letting you take the helm of this one.
Caught me a couple invites from a couple decent people to the OIR practice this weekend, so it's gonna be off the chain, man. It's gonna be a real good time. I might jump up on the microphone for a second, holler at a couple people, you know what I mean? Give us a MotOHIO shout out, and it just keeps things moving. But
Ohio International Raceway up there in
Ohio
Ravenna.
International Raceway.
That place is legit.
Yeah, dude. You
I
were
heard
talking
they-
legit, and they're brought.
I heard they turned it back around.
You know what? I have no idea.
If they turned it back around, that's going to be on my schedule too. There's so many
Oh.
tracks on my schedule just to go and
Well,
ride this year.
what's always nice is the dirt's so prime because it's back in that kind of, and it's a lot of like wooded area, so it stays moist and wet, so it don't ever get real dust bowish. Got the big jumps now,
good.
the big chuckies.
It was great when the hands ran it back in the day.
Yeah, and what's cool about OIR is it tracks such a fast rider situation that that's why the track gets so chewed up.
It gets awesome.
You catch 50,
perfect.
you catch 50 B riders and above, your track's done. It's gonna be like where we want it, not to where like quads or like younger riders are gonna want it.
They got the puppies invading the studio. Hey,
They
Reebok.
just can't take it. I don't know what's up with them tonight. They're having a couple little moments here, fellas.
But that's pretty much everything that we want to talk about. We're finally getting things. I won't say back to normal, but we're getting back to having fun on two wheels with our friends.
Yeah. I had a
Smartly.
great weekend. Thanks to everybody. I thank a couple sponsors. Your Ground Guys of Canton. Helping me out a lot. Really taking the time and helping us. A&Y. You got Bob at Pro Action. The Northern Ohio Pro Action Bob is excellent. My True MX stuff and Flow Vision, and of course you, Derek. Everybody's been helping me out. And
Thanks, buddy.
Keep me sane with this time without my bike.
I go, bro.
We've been riding good. TJ Kelly been helping me out, and Mike Williamson, like I said, and it's been just a lot of fun.
It's great to be.
We're getting it.
Back to
Like I
races.
said, we're on the move in the right direction, and I'm happy for it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And just want to thank our sponsors one more time for helping us out, the Ohio MX PitBike Riders. Make sure you guys become a member of that Facebook group to be eligible for the PitBike giveaway if we reach that 10,000 member goal. AOI Performance helping us out, Smooth Speed MX, Pro Action Northern Ohio, Action Extreme Sports, Flow Vision Company, Tardesigns, Defiance Lifestyles, and also where is Reed? Could be
Reed Detailing.
Reed Detailing.
No, it's just
Reed Auto Detailing.
No,
Reed's
it's
Auto
not.
Detailing. Yes. Yes.
Is it?
Yes. Reed's Auto Detailing.
Reed's Auto.
Reed's
Yeah.
Auto Detailing for helping us out for Moto number 19 of the MotOHIO show here on May 26, 2020. Thank you guys for joining
Look
us.
how cool that is.
What's
Yeah.
up?
Oh no, I was just seeing stuff. Just my little lovey, old ass. She's a top fan. Of course she is. Well, we love you, honey. Look at you being a little top fan with your green hearts there. Oh, she's so cute.
Well, I do want to thank you guys for joining us for Moto number 19 of the MotOHIO show. Make sure you guys join us next week with that studio guest in our studio in the hot seat. Dan Bible donated the hot seat. We've got the hot seat here. It's propping my foot up right now because I'm a little bit bunged up. But
You'll be signing it. We'll be getting her together.
yes,
You'll be
we're
putting
going to
a
have
signature
somebody
on it.
in the hot seat next week for Moto number 20 of the MotOHIO show. 6:30 showtime next week. Moto number 20. We're out.